Good morning and welcome back to our channel. We are on our way to a couple different places this morning. Andrew is going to play some board games all day and I am going to spend my day, or at least part of it, on a TV set. And it's not like a traditional TV set that you would see like in LA or anything like that. It's more of a low budget TV set that you see here in the Maritimes. Right now, 5 TV is giving a lot of contracts to maritime companies. My character is supposed to be going through some medical treatments and whatnot, so if I look a little pale, that is why.
Just going to play some TI4. It's like Space Risk and it takes like 12 hours, so yeah, that's where we're heading at 10 a.m. this morning, and I probably won't be home or, going home until later today.
So let's get the day started, and we'll see you later. I am home and back from my television film shoot. I came home to wash my face and whatnot, but I made a quick little stopover at the Dollarama because I needed to pick up something very important. It is our niece's birthday today, and they live all the way out in Winnipeg, so we're gonna give her a call later on today. But I wanted to get some little cute hats that we could wear when we call her. So at some point in the day, I will go and find Andrew in the middle of his game, and then I will get him to come outside or whatever, and we'll call from the car. But until then, kind of not sure what I'm gonna do. Might do some sewing, might just chill and watch TV. Yeah, anyways, not too exciting. This always happens. He says that I'm the one that's slow, and then I'm the first one in the car. And then we're gonna be late.
I feel like I'm dressed like what I'm gonna look like in like 5 to 10 years as a dad. It was like, oh, gotta go to hockey. Just throw on whatever I had yesterday or whatever's on the floor. So early, but the boy's good. The boy's good at what he does. He's got potential.
And I'm just wearing my normal clothes, but with makeup that makes me look old and sick.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I was gonna say the headpiece looks like we've recently just gone somewhere foreign, and you're like, it was so in when we were there. I had to do it when we came back home. It's what they're doing in Little Italy, In Germany, though. Little Italy in Germany. It's just the rave. Everybody's doing it.
I was finally able to put a mascara on for this character, which I haven't been able to since day 1 of our shoot, which would have been for my character like 12 years ago. So all of the scenes that we've shot recently, I've been without makeup. Or without makeup, because I am wearing makeup.
Wow.
It's just not makeup done for makeup's sake. Anyways, almost there. Check out the Willistook River.
She's gorgeous. She frozen.
After a wild Super Bowl at Trailway yesterday, I brought some Trailway beer home with me to enjoy The Bachelor in the tub as I relax from the day.
So it's Valentine's Day, and as you can see by the mess I've made, I am making waffles. They are Kayla's favorite breakfast food, arguably one of her top 5 foods in general. The difference between Kayla and I is that if I'm making chocolate chip pancakes or waffles, she doesn't put syrup on them. she'll just put butter because there's already enough sweetness, so she doesn't want to put syrup. I'll put syrup on anything. I don't think I could just eat a butter waffle with chocolate chips. But anyway, so that's where I draw the line.
What?
Yeah.
This isn't even real syrup.
Oh no, it's 100% not. All my French family members are disowning me at this moment.
I woke up and realized I hadn't finished the vlog for this week. So I'm editing that currently, or was before Andrew called me away for breakfast. I didn't even realize that he was making waffles until I said, "What are you doing?" Because I heard like a hand mixer. So that's what's going on today so far. Tonight we're going out for dinner with a couple of our friends. We're going to a 4-course meal?
5-course.
5-course meal with beer pairings at a restaurant here on the north side called
Feel Good.
Feel Good. So I'm really excited for that. We haven't been before, so that's kind of exciting.
New restaurant.
Yeah, it's a newer restaurant. Apparently they have really good
opened.
brunch, so we're gonna have to check that out at some point as well. But excited for supper tonight, and I think it's just gonna be a pretty chill day. We both have some work to do. Yeah.
So as we've mentioned before, tonight is Valentine's Day, and Kayla and I are going on kind of like a double date, dinner date, where we're going to a 5-course pairing menu, which I guess doesn't mean 5 types of pears. I'm a little disappointed, pear guy myself. But it means that we get a beer paired with each meal, so pretty excited about that. I assume it's not 5 regular size pint glasses. That's just not a good idea. The other reason why I wanted to provide an update is because today, being Valentine's Day, Kayla and I were both fairly busy with either work. Kayla's finishing up a dress that she's been sewing for a little bit now, but I took today to do a couple things for myself while Kayla finishes her dress. And it actually kind of felt nice. Like I did 3 loads of laundry. I vacuumed most of the upstairs. Took out all the garbages, all the recycling. I don't know, it was just like one of those things where I was like, hey, I have a love language and no harm in taking Valentine's Day to do some things that I enjoy, and it actually feels kind of good. Like I'm looking around and I'm like, there's no clothes that need to be put away. There's no garbage cans that are overfilled. Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to give that quick update. I guess if you're single or if you're in a couple, take some time today, or I guess any day, to do some of the things that you enjoy or that make you feel good or that you need for your own mental well-being. And for me, it's doing 3 loads of laundry, I guess. So kudos to that.
I am just about to start some work. As you can see, Andrew is behind me. After last week with my issues surrounding some of my hyperfixations and the weird I must fix the sewing machine thing, I went to the internet and I went to the Googles and the TikToks to figure out what I should do to try to focus a little bit more. And one of the things that they said was body doubling. So what that entails is basically someone else sitting in the room with you and kind of keeping you on track and whatnot. So I just finished cutting out a new pattern and I'm about to open up my computer and get some client work done. And Andrew is here for support. So usually he sits up in his office, which I think you've seen before, but I have an office, I just never use it. I like sitting down here. It feels more open and more airy and whatnot, and my office is in the basement, so I'm not a fan of that. So yeah, gonna get to work, see if this works, and hopefully it does. I also prepped a bunch of waters for myself today, so whenever I need a water, I can just go to the fridge and they'll be there and ready, instead of going through the process of having to grab a cup and then grabbing the water jug and then fizzing the water and all that jazz. So let's see how this goes. Hopefully we get a nice, good, solid work day in. It's only Wednesday, so we've still got a little bit left this week, but that's the plan. And we were too lazy to clean up our game. We're just gonna do some work around the games. This is working from home, man. We are officially less than 2 weeks away from our next vacation. And that means we need to start getting packed because it's not just a cruise that we're going on, but we're also going to New Orleans or New Orleans. I don't know how I say it. Which way do you say it? Anyways, we're going there and we're also spending some time in Toronto. So that means we need to mix a little bit of cold weather clothing with medium temperature clothing and then obviously hot weather clothing for those nice beach days and lounge chairs and whatnot. So I'm gonna start putting together a list, and Andrew is playing D&D right now, but maybe when he finishes, we'll get started. So as you can see, I already have a couple of packing lists here, and so I just took my warm weather packing list and I'm gonna make it into a cruise packing list. I'm organizing it all kind of by sections. If I scroll to the top, I've got my toiletries, I've got my wet toiletries. So because Andrew and I only do carry-ons when we fly, we have to have a separate liquids bag for them. So some of this stuff I'm actually going to take off of it because things like sunscreen, I'm going to buy when we get to New Orleans. That'll mean that we have a little bit more room in our bag for other things, like if I wanted to bring a bigger day cream or night cream, or if I wanted to bring things like shampoo and conditioner. Usually I have a shampoo and conditioner bar, but I always find that they don't work quite as well as I want them to. In addition to that, I have my clothes, my electronics. Because I do a lot of work while I'm on the road, even on vacation, I bring those with me usually, like the computer and all the cables and the hard drives and whatnot, but also this phone holder and the microphone cables and things like that. And if I didn't write them down, I would forget them. On top of that, we've got some other things like cash, sunglasses, shoes, umbrellas, passports. Andrew's done D&D, so he's gonna help me finalize the list. And I think we're a little too tired to pack tonight, so maybe we'll have to do that tomorrow. It is now the weekend, and I think that we're ready to start getting some of our stuff together. Andrew has decided that he wants to pick out all his clothes before we decide on the vessel that they're going into. We have a bunch of different suitcases, and we were originally thinking that we would bring our small carry-ons, but those are what we brought to Dominican Republic with us. And looking at our packing list, it's already looking like we're gonna have way more stuff than what we brought to the Dominican Republic, and they were really full when we went. So yeah, let's see what we pull out. Tears like a waterfall, is this not the way you want it? It's in my jeans to get up and move on. I am just like you, so it's tough to... We have a lot of stuff. But I have some packing cubes. I'm a huge fan of packing cubes, so I'm gonna start packing my stuff into them, and then we're gonna find out how many suitcases we need. Watch as we take all of this and put it into a suitcase. So close, and yet so far, everything is in the packing cubes. Yeah. We did pretty well as far as like packing cubes and stuff goes. We have some formal stuff that we're bringing. We have a bunch of stuff that didn't get packed, and we haven't even touched the toiletries yet. So I think we're gonna debate what bag to bring, but that's gonna have to be a tomorrow problem because Andrew's tired.
We can't do two carry-on bags. We're gonna need to bring out the big bags. So.
Yeah. Which did we get that for our wedding?
No.
No, we bought that.
I bought it.
We bought that for some reason.
I'm pretty sure I bought it because I bought this gray one.
Yeah. But we haven't used it yet because we usually just travel with carry-ons, especially with how the state of everything has been with lost luggage. So we may want to reconfigure these things so that if we lose anything, it's not just one person losing things. Yeah. It's a mix of things, and make sure that we have things like a bathing suit and whatnot in one of the carry-on bags so that it for sure makes it. So we'll tackle that next time. But until then, thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you're subscribed. Thanks again for stopping by, and we'll see you next week.